Okay,
Damn, that was a hard cut.
thank you. I've been trying to, been looking at me. Oh, hence this singlet. No, I'm kidding. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me like that.
I'm shy.
I'm shy. Stop. Okay. Welcome back to another March Brown's podcast. Today's episode, I'm trying to find the right words to introduce you because, see, it's just this amazing woman in front of me that's very motherfucking inspiring and just literally everything to me. She has no idea, but literally everything.
Stop it.
It's the one and only, the inspiring, the woman who can defend herself if needed be. Just literally everything. Just seriously everything. Miss Maina Doe is in the building with me today. Ooh, hello, welcome. We're in a different building too, so amazing painting in the background as well.
Yeah, I got the New York painting.
Right? God, go Tyrone Lane.
Tyrone Lane. Shout out.
Shout out. Thank you for taking your time. How are you?
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. What's been happening? How are you? Let the people know.
I've been good. I've been cruising.
That's good.
I've been on cruise mode. Like hard work, but cruise mode. You know? It's like a good vibe because it's lots of things going on, but no dramas.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We don't want no dramas.
We don't want no dramas.
We don't want no drama. Isn't that a song?
There's a lot of songs that say that. So many.
Mama drama. Oh, the one that I was thinking of, like Fergus.
And
Yeah,
then there's a Mary J. Blige one that's like.
That's right.
That's one. Leave your drama out the door. So you guys planning, get your ass on the dance floor. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So many.
Wow. Do you sing? Oh my gosh, what?
I mean, I don't.
So Miss Maina recently got back from a Canberra gig.
Yes.
Was that your first gig throughout after post Corona? Really?
Well, it was like the first like proper Maina gig. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's
Which is
that?
so dope.
Especially being at a different state as well.
Yeah, it was so amazing.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Hell yeah.
It really gassed me. Like, I just didn't, I've never been interstate before to do a set or whatever.
Yeah.
But, it just went way better than I expected. And I came out with, heaps of love. And
Oh, hell yeah.
heaps of gas.
Yeah.
Just gassed up.
Hell
you know?
yeah. And I saw from your tweet as well, you said that seeing just a different crowd from a different state, knowing your words as well is like a whole different
thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. That's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
That's so fucking crazy.
I
I'm
know.
so genuinely proud of you, proud of just everyone, ever since
Thank you.
we all first met up. then-
We've come a long way.
Yeah, I still remember meeting you at 301.
I know. Oh my god.
That's 8 hours.
Oh,
ages ago.
jeez. Yeah, that was so long ago.
That's so long ago.
Yeah. That's it's crazy. It's only that's what, a year and a bit.
Yeah, a year and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because I had classes with Jericho for uni, and then she's like, yo, you're gonna meet this homegirl, man. She's fucking crazy. She sounds like Janae. She even looks like a little bit. She sounds half Indonesian, half Somali. And I'm just like, half Indonesian? That's like me too. What the fuck? And so I was so excited to meet you at 301, but because I've never seen you, so I don't know who was who. I didn't even know how Ben looked like. I didn't even need him. But and then you came. I was just like, I think that's her.
Yeah.
Is it?
That was a good day too.
That was an amazing day.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing you guys doing your thing, performing.
I remember being heaps nervous because there were still people that I hadn't met in
Okay.
Boomchild
Oh, true.
on that day.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Dan was one of them. I can't remember.
True.
But there was a few people that I had met the first time then as well.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
And it's weird, as an artist, you think you have all these goals and stuff, and you're like, I want to be here in a year time, la 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 la. But the universe always works, in really strange roundabout ways sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's like on the one hand, I'm like, damn, we've come a long way. And then on the other hand, I'm like, we've come a long way, but it looks like nothing that I imagined. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And all of us too, not
Yeah.
just for me, but
Yeah.
for all of us.
Yeah, seriously. It's just amazing. Like, honestly, I always look back at, like, videos and stuff that I first did with you guys, with, you know, just everyone. And then just, like, looking now, like, wow. Like, all of us literally just climbing on top, and
It's so nice to see.
there's so much more shit to climb on, and, you know, it's
There's
just
so
amazing.
much. So
Crazy
much to
shit.
do, so much to still like conquer and achieve.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like if it wasn't this pandemic, we would all be dispersed, like, out there, different world, different countries. Not world, different countries.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, all my plans got ruined this year.
Yeah.
So. But this is what I'm saying. Like, you know, as a person, as an artist, whatever it is that you do, really, like you can plan, and you can, you know, have your 6-month goals and your 1-year goals and whatever. But I'm starting to realize that that's more of like it's almost like a guideline to guide you with your everyday choices, because you know where you want to go.
Yeah.
But the plans always change, because you don't know what the fuck is going to happen tomorrow.
You don't even know when they're gonna wake up tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, this acceptance that, like, I know where I'm going, I know where I want to go, but, like, the journey there might look different, and the plans, you know, they've got to be fluid.
For sure.
And change with the times and stuff.
For sure. Yeah. I say this to my friends every time, because, like, they keep forgetting that I know you, like, we know each other. And every time I say to them, I'm just like, yo, you guys have no fucking idea, like, no offense to any one of you guys, like, I love you guys, bottom of my heart, but, like, Maina is one of the reasons why I'm here today, why I'm, like, still fucking alive and still breathing, because you're like and I've never said this to you before, you're like the older sister that I wanted and that I've never had. You know, when, like, shit, like, goes wrong, I'm always just like, yo, I need to see her to, like, be fucking okay, because you've gone through so much shit in your life, you know, and you've been in this world longer than me. And then just that, like, little
You're making me
connection
sound
and
so
stuff.
old.
No. We're all young in here.
Yeah. We're young.
We're young as fuck. She just got what she needed to ask for an ID earlier today, man. Like, you know.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I say that to, you know, I even say that to my brother, my sister, you know, just like, yo, Maina is, like, this person that I truly, like, I never knew that I needed in my life, and then I'm, like, so fucking happy and blessed that she's sharing my life.
I feel blessed to have you. Honestly.
And we can just joke around and be silly.
Literally. And also, like, how beautiful. Like, we all just came together in such a random way, and, like,
so random.
Tell
that story of how
Finn.
you did that. I love this story.
So, like, a while back, like, probably the start of 2019, I was doing a gig at Black Sheep, Newtown, and this tall ass random white dude comes into the bar, and the bar has, like, you know, an open window to the street, basically, so everyone on the street can, like, hear you and see you and stuff. And he's watching from the street for a second, but then he ends up coming in. He sits right in front of me on this chair and table.
Oh my lord.
And then he's just, like, bopping along. You know,
who's this guy?
Yeah, he had his grocery bags. He was, like, nice bar. And I'm looking at him like, okay. You know, he's vibing. And then I finished my set, and I was going to have, like, a 15-minute break and then get back into my last set.
Yeah.
And then on my break, he comes up to me. He's like, yo, oh my God, that was great. Do you want to come jam? I was like, what? He's like, I'm Finn. I was like, hello.
Hi, Finn.
Yeah, and he said it like I was meant to know who he was. Like,
right.
And I was like, Finn, have we met? And he was like, no, but I've hit you up on Instagram.
Okay.
And we were going back and forth, but I didn't realize that it was him.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, come jam. I was like, what do you mean, like right now? He's like, yeah, whenever you finish, just come jam. And I was like, okay. I was like, you got weed? And then he was like, yeah. And then I was like, to my guitarist, I was like, yo, should we go? Like, I don't even know him. He lives like just down the road apparently. And then he was like, and my guitarist was like, yeah, we should go. Okay. He seems like a really nice guy. And I was like, okay, cool. Anyway, we go, we finish the set, and then we go to Finn's house.
Yeah.
And they've already got the mic ready for me. They've got like Ben on the drums, Riley on the bass, and like Finn on the keys, just like waiting.
Everyone's just like,
yeah,
waiting for you to come.
Yeah. And before I even like really like had a chat to them, they just like busted into a jam, and then I busted into a jam with them, just like literally just started singing, and then that's how we made Overtime.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing story.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Yeah. And then we hung out afterwards and stuff. But that's how it like just started. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And I would never like just go and randomly hang out with some
random ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grocery bags.
Literally. I'm pretty sure he was wearing flip-flops too.
So fit. That is so fit. Oh my God, that's funny.
And but I was like, nah, he's cool. I like his energy, and then I just ended up going, and it was great. And then that's how I met all of you guys.
Yeah. Without Finn's the guy.
He's the mastermind.
He's the mastermind. Yeah. I remember when I met him, I was at Unibar because Dan was doing a performance with Kid Pharaoh, and then Jericho was like, yo, there's this group of guys that's gonna meet up with us. They call Sumatra. Blah blah blah, and I'm just like, all right, cool, man. They're like, yeah, so just look out for them. And I'm just like, I have no idea how they look like, but yeah, okay, cool. And I like smoke like 2 blunts as well that night. So I was just like, man, I just want to eat food and enjoy the music. And so this like tall motherfucker coming in, like the tallest one in the building. Like, I was like to Jericho, I was like, is that him?
He's so
because
tall.
He looks so out of place. And you know when people are so out of place, like, I think that's him. And then Jericho's like, oh, I don't know. And then we were just messaging him, and then we saw him just like got his phone. I was like, okay, maybe that's definitely him. And then he slowly walked over towards us. It's like, hey, you Jericho, you Charbel, blah blah blah. Like, yeah. And then from that point on.
And then boom. That's so good.
Yeah.
The connections. I think people always, you know, the people who are meant to know each other, like, always gravitate towards each other anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I didn't go and jam with him that night, it would have been another night.
For sure.
Something would have happened, and we would have crossed paths.
It's funny how many of us works that way.
I know.
It's all meant to be.
It's all meant to.
It's just timing. I believe in timing.
Same.
Yeah. I'm glad, because people don't. People just like, alright, whatever.
Yeah. And people also, like, rush through life, you know?
Yes. Oh my God. No, honestly, like, I've seen a lot of my friends and families who are just trying to rush through everything, like relationships or just job or whatever. I'm just like, yo, breathe, man. Take just one step at a time.
We gotta, the rushing is probably what, you know, makes everything hard for us, really. We miss so much if we're rushing.
That's why I think this pandemic is like a blessing in disguise, because I mean it taught me like to not rush in everything, you know. I agree. Even before, like, I definitely was one of those people who was rushing a lot before the pandemic. Not because I wanted to, but because I thought I had to. And then after that I was like, wait, you know, we've been sold this idea that the more you do and cram into your time, the more productive you're going to be, like, la 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 la. And to be honest, I still go through moments where I'm like cramming way too much into my days. But now I've got this, like, you know, awareness that if I am doing that for too long or too much, then I like start to lose touch with like
myself and, you know,
reality.
Yeah, and that's that center
Yeah.
that we've got inside of us. I think that's something you gotta make time for.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what on the previous episode of this podcast I was saying to Zaid how I've been turning my phone off on the weekends and stuff, like mostly Sundays after work.
It's the best.
Yeah, and then you just ground yourself and you just chill and just be in your own aura, and then you're just like, oh,
it's the
shit's
best.
good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's much needed, you know?
Absolutely.
Don't rush.
Yeah.
Don't rush.
Or else.
Or else mine will come after you, knock on your door. 3 a.m. You won't see her. She's chilling behind your room door.
Literally. Just being like, TikTok.
Hey, TikTok, your time's up. You're rushing too much.
Literally.
That'll be an amazing movie. It's called Rush.
Oh.
Featuring.
Oh my god, I love Rush
Minor
Hour.
Doe.
Do you know that movie? With,
Do I?
I love that movie.
Me? Yeah,
I used to have the biggest crush on Chris Tucker, actually.
Oh my god, same.
Like in those days, and we had like his, you know,
Flamboyant
kissing.
guy.
Yeah. And he's like, you know, really nice fade, and like, yeah, and he's funny. I was like, ew, do I like him? Yes, I do.
Do I like him? Nah, he was the man.
He was the
He
man.
was the man, you know.
He still is.
He still is though.
Yeah.
He still is. I wish he's still doing more stuff, but
He did that. Remember when he dropped? I don't know if you've seen this, but he dropped in on Michael Jackson's 30th anniversary performance, and he just like got on stage and started dancing with MJ.
Really?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Was Michael like? Was he surprised or was he?
He was laughing on stage because it was so funny. Like he was impersonating Michael.
Right.
It was just perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Everyone watch it.
I know there was this interview of Chris Tucker. He said that him, MJ, and someone else was chilling at someone's crib, and then they were singing, and then Chris Tucker just joins in, and then Michael Jackson just like, no, stop. Like you can't do that. Like it's only us because we're singers. And Chris Tucker's like, oh, I'm sorry, I just want to jam with you guys. No, Chris, you can't do that.
Oh.
And then they start singing, and then Chris would join in again, and then I'm just like, Chris, what are you doing? Stop.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
He just wants to sing.
Yeah. He just wants to sing.
He just wants to sing.
Yeah. How did you get double in to music?
How did I
and
start?
stuff? Yeah. What made you want to start?
I feel like I was always singing.
Cool.
And I always grew up with like heaps of music. And like the funny thing is I never really expected to like have a life in music or like I didn't grow up being like I'm gonna be a musician and like la la la.
Right.
It was literally just something I was so into. Like, you know, I was like a massive music nerd. My mom was always playing music at home.
Yeah.
Not like actually playing,
Like-
but like just
From the sounds.
yeah, exactly. And it was such an important part of my life. And then, you know, I turned 18. I started working with musicians as like a vocalist and stuff. And then I guess like slowly I was just exposed to this world of like, you know, real life musicians who are out there like doing shit and fucking killing it. And and I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
I was like, I love music. You know, I was always writing music. I was always so into it, but it was a soul thing. You know, like it was like a survival thing. Like I didn't, you know, it wasn't until recently that I was like, this is a career thing too.
Yeah.
But before that, I was just like, this is my life.
Yeah.
You know, this is like a head thing. It's a mind thing. It's a spirit thing. It's a soul thing. Like, yeah. And then I only really decided that I was going to do it for real when I was surrounded by all these people who were doing it for real.
Right.
And I was like,
Let me just join you guys.
Yeah.
Take my hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then obviously, you know, there was a whole process of like figuring out what I was going to contribute.
Yes.
Did it do anything? Oh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No. That's That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
What about? No, go on.
No, I was gonna say my parents played a lot of music when I was growing up too. Like my dad would always play like UB40, the Eagles, Bon Jovi and stuff, Stevie Wonder, and then my mom would always play like Prince, Diana Ross, MJ, and all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, Mama, I love Prince. I want to get a Jericho. She's like, baby, you can't get no Jericho. I'm just like, oh.
No Jericho.
Yeah, no Jericho. Not today. Eat your veggies. I want to wear high heels like Prince.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean,
so funny.
Prince is the guy.
Prince still is, you know?
Yeah.
Still is.
I guess like it's good that that's like one of the things that you remember. You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like our generation really like looks at people like Prince and stuff anymore as like, you know, the guys.
The guys, yeah.
Like they're the guys.
Yeah. They just like be wearing the t-shirts. Like some of my one time this dude was working with me. I was wearing like a Prince t-shirt. I was like, yo, you like Prince? Like his 1999 album it's amazing. Like I'm glad you're wearing the t-shirt. I was like, oh, I just wore it just cause they were selling it at like Cotton On or something. And I'm just like, okay. I'm gonna get back to work and stop talking to you for the rest of the day. Fuck you, man.
That's so funny.
They should know. I'm glad my sister knows like all this old school artists and stuff, you know, just because like me and my brother would always be playing music.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty like I thank my brothers and my mom mostly for like all the music knowledge that they passed on to me, because otherwise I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, have you ever walked into a house that's like I don't know about you, but I had some friends in high school, and like walk into their house and like they just, and I'd be like, oh, let's put some music on while we're like eating dinner or lunch or something. Yeah. And they'd be like, oh, my mom doesn't allow me to play music. Like, have you ever had that?
Yes.
Like, oh, I'm not allowed to. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That shit's weird, bro.
It's so fucking fucked up.
I reckon there's,
and they're just like, oh, we can watch TV. I'm like, I don't want to watch TV.
Shit's weird.
I want to listen to music.
Yeah.
You know, be with the food, eat and listen to music.
That's literally. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that just came up in my brain because I remember like a few of my high school friends, like I'd like go to their house and I'd be like, oh, let's put some music on, and they'd be like, we're not allowed.
Oh,
I'd be like, what?
I'm walking out.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, wait. You're allowed to have the TV on, but you can't have music on. Like, anyway.
You was
just rewind.
Oh, you can't take us seriously.
Yeah.
You were saying before how your high school friends would just they would just put TV on but not.
Oh yeah, and that was just a random.
That's
thought.
That's weird. Like I had this friend who she was a singer, like in theater, and whenever we're in the car, I'm just like, oh, put whatever music you want, whatever it is, I don't care, whatever. She's like, I don't really listen to music, and I'm like, how do you know all these different songs? She's like, oh, I just put the radio on, but I barely listen to the radio, and I'm just like, you're a fucking singer, dude, from like the theater. You should know your music, right? I mean, not trying to be like a dick or anything, but you should, you know. She goes, oh, no, I just sing, but I don't, listen. So I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I've like met people in the music industry who say that they barely listen to music.
True. Do they just make it? That's it.
No, not even creators of music, like people who work in the music industry, but like they only ever listen to like, music that needs to be listened to for work.
Right.
They don't just like listen to music because
that's what the
wild.
Fuck.
I don't know, and I was like, oh, okay, but I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's just a foreign concept to me because I decorate all of my time and all of the moments in my life with music.
Yeah.
Almost all of it.
Yeah.
So it's just strange when someone's like, I don't listen to music. I'm like, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
¿Qué pasa?
Okay, what? Yeah, it's weird.
That's so weird. What?
But my life was the opposite of that. Like I said, my mom would literally wake up and just blast music.
Yeah.
She literally, like, I lived with her for a little bit last year, and she literally would wake up, like, really early in the morning and just pump Burna Boy.
Oh, hell yeah.
And do her workouts to that.
For
and
sure.
I'm like, trying to meditate in my room, trying to do my morning routine, just like hating my life. Yeah. But I grew up with that, you know, like that's just life.
Yeah, I'm surprised my brother still hasn't said anything to me, because sometimes when I wake up, he'll just like, because he's a before and after school care person, and so he'll come back and sleep, and then I'll be waking up, and I'll just put like a record on my vinyl or something like that, like Dave Brubeck or whatever, mostly Dave Brubeck, and I'll just blast the shit. You know, like not full blast, but like nearly full blast. And then I'll just be drinking my coffee. I'll just be like writing down in my journal or like making eggs or something like that. And he's just still be fast asleep, or he'll just wake up and he's like, yo, what's up, morning, man? I'm just like, hey, what's up? And like still he hasn't said anything about it. Or even like when we're watching TV, like, because we always put subtitles on. And I'll just be listening to music on my speakers, like nearly full blast. And then he'll just like watch, and then he's just doing his own thing.
He just like blocks it out.
He's just blocked it out somehow.
That's a skill.
Yeah. And I'll be talking to him, and then he'll still respond like normally. And I'm just like,
that's a skill.
Dude, you're weird, bro.
That's crazy. He needs to be hired by the FBI.
Yeah, right?
CIA. That shit's crazy.
It's crazy. But yeah. I never like hear him blast any music except when he's like in the shower. But that's it.
I'm not like a long shower type of person.
Right.
Like, because I feel really guilty for wasting water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'm always like...
Done.
Yeah. I do. Oh, when I wash my hair, I'm in there for ages.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like...
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Is that weird?
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I have my
Or
days.
when I'm sad, or when I'm feeling... That's when I have long showers. Or like a really long, tiring day. I'll just stand there and just be like...
Put some candles on. Yeah, it's always the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never... Like, people are always like, do you sing in the shower? I'm like, not really.
Bro, I'm a singer, bro. I don't even sing in the shower.
Yeah, no, I get paid.
I don't know, it'd be like, you guys sing in the shower, and since my vocals do vocal warm-ups, it's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I reckon people should record more shit in the shower. Singing wise, just because acoustics in there is just, you know, sometimes I'll just like be in my bath, candles on, I'm just like singing.
I do love a good
I'm
bath.
just like, wow,
Bath sing.
feels nice.
It does feel nice.
Like,
you sound like an angel. In the
yeah,
shower.
I'm just like, man, I sound good. And I try recording. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Delete.
Yeah.
Bye.
At least you realize.
Yeah.
Because some people are like, damn, I sound good in the shower. I must be good. And then they like, I don't know, go on The Voice or some shit.
No one turns around. Fuck.
Yeah.
What made you want to sing? I was just singing in the bathtub one time, and I thought
Oh
I
my
was
god,
good
you know
enough.
what? That makes me think.
Yeah.
I just realized that with all of these like singing shows, none of the shows ever like give us the bad auditions anymore.
That's true.
It's all like pristine, like, you know, they like hand-picked, you know, people who can sing.
Yeah.
But there's none of that like funny shit anymore.
Yeah, no more.
Do you remember like the bad Australian Idol auditions?
Yeah.
They were so good.
Yeah. They're funny.
But now no one does them.
No, now it's just all written up, and it's,
Yeah.
it's all written for everyone.
Exactly. It's
for
all
everyone.
rehearsed.
It's all rehearsed.
It's all like pristine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know.
That's why I don't watch television.
Yeah, because it's not real.
It's not real anymore.
It's not
Even
real.
like, it took me a while to realize that reality TV shows are not real.
Yeah.
You know, like they like set it up and make sure they say certain part, and then, you know.
It's just weird.
Yeah. Just,
I could.
like why?
Yeah. I don't watch reality TV shows though. Do you?
No.
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 It's so like it makes my brain so smushed up if I'm just like I feel like I'm becoming an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
it's
me.
like, oh my god.
Shaq.
Oh no.
Get away from this shit.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, I don't really watch TV.
At all?
Not as much. Like I try to minimize myself now. Like even if I watch like TV shows, like I just watch like an episode or two and I'm like, cool, that's it. That's all I need. Yeah. And I'm done.
I feel like, you know, as much as we give like television's, you know, so much smack. I also feel like a lot of these like, you know, streaming services with like shows and movies and stuff are becoming real like dumbed down as well though.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
It's like at least you get to choose what you want to watch, but
Yeah.
a lot of the content that they put out is just like, oh no.
I was excited for this. It's shit.
I know.
Even like movies, you know.
I know.
It's so dumb.
You know what's really good though? The Watchmen.
Yes, the TV show.
Series, yeah.
TV
Did you watch
series.
that?
I haven't watched it yet.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
That actress. Oh, I don't know her name.
Me either.
But
she's amazing.
Yeah, she's so amazing in every role that
Yeah.
I've seen her portray. Like she's amazing.
She's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And she's a black female superhero.
Yeah.
You know?
It's needed.
Like, yes.
Yeah, it's so needed.
So needed.
Yeah. The first black female that I watched on TV was Lisa Bonet from A Different World.
Oh my god, was she a superhero?
No.
Oh.
No, it was just my mom just introduced me to this show, and it's just like this, like it's surrounded with like black people and stuff, and just how some of them are like poor but they're actually really smart, like Lisa Bonet for example, and then got into this college, and then you have like black rich families, and then it's just like all of them collide in this world.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've not watched it.
Yeah. Super old, from like late 80s.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
super
love a good
old.
vintage show.
Yeah. And then and I'm like, I love Lisa Bonet. And then Fresh Prince came. I'm just like, I love Hillary. Oh, I like Jazz though. Jazz my guy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, I'm gonna put that in the mental bank. Yeah. Inserted.
Inserted. Oh man. Well, what else, G? What else been happening in your life, you know, despite other than music stuff? Yeah.
Just living the dream.
Nice.
I mean, like, you know, shit's not fucking perfect, but honestly, yeah, this year's been really beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I just feel really like close to my peers. I feel like, you know, I'm coming into just like personal power, and like just really I've also been like filtering out through a lot of bullshit, you know, coming into a space where like my life's real streamlined and simple, you know. I see who I want to see. I don't fuck with any drama, don't fuck with any bullshit. I just feel so centered this year.
That's so good.
You know, yeah.
That's so good. I'm glad you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's needed. Like
It's
people.
needed.
Yeah, you know, life's short. You don't let people fuck with your aura and shit. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then I've also been like, you know, doing random like visual journal stuff at home. So like making this like journal with like all these visuals in it, and like being drawing and stuff like that, which is cool. Yeah, lots of self-care in my house as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, you can sense that, and like when I step into your place, like you can just feel that sense of energy. Just like you're okay. Breathe. You know, like everything's just so slow motion.
Yeah.
Which is so amazing.
It's
Much
so
needed.
nice.
Yeah, it's much needed.
Life is much better in slow motion.
Oh, for sure.
So said it.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he?
Mm.
Nice.
Mm.
Good
Are you a fan of Sir?
Of course.
Of course.
Yes. I
Who's
saw him
that?
at Kendrick.
Was he? Oh.
Yeah, he opened up for Kendrick, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
I don't know.
And I just like videoed him a bit, put it on YouTube, and then he commented. It didn't even occur to my mind. And I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. And then I look back like 2 months later, I was just like, oh fuck, like that's actually him.
Oh
I was like being a dick, and I'm just like, yo, big fan. Thank
You're a
you,
big fan.
man.
Oh my god! Here's my number. If you're ever in town, please hit me up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
I remember seeing Kendrick actually when, like, ages ago, before he blew up.
Oh, okay. At like
Maybe it was.
Ann Morrison, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there wasn't many people there.
Mm.
And then, like, 2 years later, he was like one of the biggest like rappers in the world, and I was like, whoa.
Great. When I saw him at Kudos Bank with one of my homies, it felt so weird because you can tell who's like the real fans and not the real fans. People only stood up and said the words front to back for DNA and that's what I forgot what
All right, probably.
Not even that.
No.
It's like from his latest one. But yeah, like mostly DNA, and I'm just like, are you guys?
Oh, and
fucking-
Humble, probably.
Yeah, Humble. Yeah. I'm just like, are you guys for real, bro? Like,
Yeah.
what? And I'm just there with my homies, just like bouncing around, and people looking at us like, bro, you're at a fucking concert. Like,
I think it's weird because I think that artists, like, you know, they can put out so much good work, and like it's unpredictable how the audience is going to receive it. You know what I'm saying? So when he like came out with these, you know, he had Good Kid, Mad City at that point. He had Pimp a Butterfly. He had Damn. Like all three are like hip hop staples, you know.
Yeah.
At this point.
yeah.
And like you said, you know, people will probably only fuck with like 1 or 2, 3 songs.
Yeah.
Those are the songs that everybody knows.
Yeah.
But like you can't predict that shit.
Yeah. That's
Do you know
true.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even as an artist, like you can come up with like plans and like la la and be like, all right, this is the one that, you know, we're gonna release because of blah 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 blah. But you don't know how the audience is gonna take it.
That's true.
You know.
That's true.
And maybe like, you know, some artists have like, you know, streak after streak, and everything they release is like a hit to everybody, and everyone loves everything the same. And then most likely, like, you know, out of 10 songs that an artist like releases, there's gonna be like one that people really, 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 really fuck with.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
That's
it's
true.
crazy.
Yeah.
Just unpredictable.
Crazy shit.
How are you meant to know?
How are you meant to know? You're the artist.
Oh yeah.
You just, yeah. It's very anonymous. Would that be the right word? With it, with your songs and stuff, you know.
Maybe not anonymous. Maybe like sporadic, spontaneous. No. Yeah, unpredictable.
Predictable.
Yeah.
We'll leave it as that. Oh my god. Yeah. No, that's super fair. That's super fair. I don't know whether we can talk about this or not. If we can't, just say we can't. Just smack me in the face. No, don't smack me in the face.
I can't smack.
He's like, stop. Your EP is it? I feel like everyone asks this like to an artist. I hate myself for asking this.
Go on, hit me.
No, your EP. You know, like how's it going? Is it along the? Is the collections okay? Are you happy with it, or are you still working on some?
It's going really good. I'm
Okay.
really excited.
I'm glad.
It's like so close.
Okay.
It's probably gonna still be a while before I take it out into
Super
the world.
fair. Yeah.
And at this point, like I feel like I'm at a turbo speed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know what the fuck has gotten into me, but I've been making music like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's insane.
Yeah.
And because of that, honestly, like I got one EP, and then I feel like I'm already starting a new one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just like, oh shit, like, you know, it almost feels like I'm creating faster than I'm able to keep up with.
Right.
But
Okay.
not at the same time. It's so weird.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But I just have this I'm just inundated with so many ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So yes, the EP that I really want to release is like, it's happening. It's so close to being like done,
Mm-hmm.
but I want all of the aspects to be perfect. I want the visuals to be perfect.
Right.
I want the art to go with it to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I want the vision to like really be executed in a way that makes me feel like I'm so proud of the work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So right now, like I just want to get that vision happening and like make sure that's on point.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Like on point.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I'll get it out by, before mid next year.
Yeah.
Possibly early next year, but probably mid next year.
Yeah. There's no rush with this type of things, Like you gotta make sure that literally everything's all perfect.
Yeah.
And everything's all good, and at the end of the day, you gotta be happy with it.
Exactly.
You can't just like put out just for the sake of like, oh no, it's time to put out. Like, no.
Exactly. And also, like, I don't know. I feel like I was saying this in another interview before, but like, I have, like, there's so much music, and that's always gonna be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's like, timing is everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to trust like my intuition and like really utilize my freedom and kind of like feel it out in terms of like where the world is at and where my audience is at and where I'm at the time, to know when is a good time to drop something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
And I feel like it always works better that way. And I love it when my favorite artists do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just like feeling it out, and they're, in their creative freedom, and then they're just like, oh, now's a good time. And then they just drop something on you.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
because it's like unexpected. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I feel like that's such a vibe. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, no rush, like you said.
No rush. No rush.
Mm.
Yes.
But maybe a rush, I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows what's gonna happen next year?
Exactly.
Nah, I'm happy. I think all of us are waiting patiently.
Must be patient.
Yeah, gotta be patient.
It's the
Me
aim
and my
of the
friends
game.
at work, we always play your songs every time. Like, because we always put each other's like phone and stuff on the speakers, and literally every one of our phones is just like, oh, Maina's playing again, cool. Oh, cool, Maina's playing again. Yeah, right. Oh, right, Maina's playing again.
Getting those streaming checks.
No, literally every time, like we're always playing it, and then
That's such a vibe.
my friends just love you, G. Honestly.
And I love you. So you better tell them. Be like,
tell
you
them.
love her and she loves a mean motherfucker.
Now, when you performed at Beresford earlier this year in March, I think, when my cousins and my brother came, my brother literally took me aside, and I was just like, bruh, she's fucking crazy. And I'm just like, it's my homie right there, And then my cousin is just like always texting me like, yo, does she got like new shit coming out? Is she blah blah blah? I'm just like, we gotta wait, child.
God damn, yeah, tell him. Tell him like she's being a creative freedom type now.
Us creatives, we take our time.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm so happy that they're exposing themselves to this type of you know, music, and especially like my homies' music as well. You know, like this makes me so much more happier.
Oh, bro,
You know?
makes me happy that you guys are vibing.
Always here to support our
Vibes.
local artists. You know, it's needed. There's not much
Yeah.
like in
Wollongong.
Wollongong. The music is, and no hate to the Wollongong people. Love you guys, much respect. But it's very indie surf rock, trashy. You know,
And we love indie surf
vibe,
rock.
You know, like yeah,
We do.
there are
Yeah,
days
yeah.
that like I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna put some indie surf rock on my vibe for today. But yeah, and then I think they just needed to get
Some fresh
exposed
sounds.
from fresh sounds, especially from like colored artists as well. You know, that's important because like most of my friends, they're all colored, you know, and they're just like, oh, we need new type of music,
I
different
think
type
it's
of music.
important.
Yeah.
And it's always I actually miss being exposed to something that I haven't been in terms of like moods and genres and stuff. Because
Yeah.
like I'm always exposed to different artists all the time.
Yeah.
Because everyone I hang out with just listens to so much music.
Yeah.
And it's such a nice feeling. It's like, oh my god, I don't know this artist. Oh my god, amazing. But there's nothing like listening to a particular sound for ages, and then someone just like comes in and like, you know, introduces you to a whole new vibe. I love that feeling. I miss that feeling.
Yeah.
And then to like start that journey, like it's like when I was in high school and I started like listening to like all the different types of music that's like out there, and I was just so blown away. Like, you know, there was like the progressive rock, and then there was like hip hop, and then there was like the new hip hop and the old hip hop, and then like there was the jazz and like the Latin jazz and the flamenco, and like, oh my god, so much. It was just such a good time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I always try, you know, with these guys like that you're talking about in Wollongong, like if people like you are exposing the community there to like different sorts of music and stuff, like what a blessing.
Yeah.
And they're probably having a great time because
I hope they're having a great time, you know?
because it feels nice.
Yeah.
To like discover new things. It's like an adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, you get this like excitement going on, and you know, me being me, I'm such a music nerd just from growing up with like my parents playing different type of genres and stuff like that. And then when I play like different type of genres in front of my friend when I'm at my place, there's just like, you listen to this type of music? Like, yes. What do you mean? Like, I just gotta listen to like R&B and hip hop for the whole time? Like, no. Like, I fucking love jazz, dude. Like, that's how I love music. Growing up with jazz, learning jazz in music class, and they're like, oh, we just would have never thought that you listen to this. You know, I'm just like,
It's crazy.
what?
Yeah.
Like, bro, are you serious? Like,
Yeah.
if you combine all the music together, everyone gets influences from literally every genre. Just put it in their own way.
And also jazz is the original, like, fuck the establishment music, you know?
Yes.
It literally is.
Mm-hmm. That's where, like...
I always like, tell my nieces and nephews that, because I, like... I mean, they listen to everything as well, but mostly they listen to, like, you know, Travis Scott and, like, Pop Smoke and stuff, to be honest. And Drake. They love Drake. And I love those people, too. I'm a fan. But, you know, every time I put jazz on around them, they get so weirded out. They're like, what is this? Oh, and I'm like, this is the foundation of everything you listen to now.
Seriously.
So respect it.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah. And then I'm always like, this is the first, like, fuck the establishment music.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, see this dude, this fucking, you know, whoever back in those days, like they're like the Tupacs of jazz.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Like what's his name?
Miles Davis invented the word cool.
Yes.
Like,
you know,
that was the guy.
Yeah. Louis Armstrong made his raspiness, and now, you know, people
Sister
like
Rosetta Tharpe fucking invented the whole, like, modern electric guitar sound.
Yeah. goddamn, people gotta know your
They
music.
gotta know.
Know your music. Do your homework.
Yeah, but also like don't even treat it as work. Just like ingest that shit
Yeah.
into your psyche and like your self. And,
Yeah.
Because that shit's dope. It's so,
Yeah.
It's like so full of energy and it's different. And, yeah.
That's why, like, this year I've been listening to like old school music and stuff like that, and just been more into my jazz as well. Just picking out shit that I would never pick out at like a vinyl store, for example. I just put on my record player, and I sound like a fucking hipster when I say this. I hate myself. But yeah, you know, like seeing those just
I've got
like
a vinyl player.
yeah, I got a vinyl player, dude, and just like
I got a collection.
and I just eat fucking kale, like fuck you guys. Like, and then, you know, just get those like $1 of record player, and then just like play because the sound's just so different, and then
So beautiful.
everyone are equally as talented as Miles Davis. You know, it's just Miles Davis, just a different layer. You know what I mean? And yeah, I just love jazz. You get these different musicians from across the world who like don't really know how to speak English, and then when they play, they're like, yeah, I understand you. You know, and they have that connection.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, jazz is like, it's the home. It feels like home to me.
Yes.
And it's like hip hop and jazz feels like the most like home to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Same.
Because they're born from the same attitude as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like all the good shit comes from that attitude as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. It's
Well, that's
amazing.
what I think. Anyway.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I know, like Malay music, they do a lot of swing jazz. You know, and then when if I listen to my grandpa listening to his type of music, I'm just like, oh shit,
Heck yeah.
sounds so familiar. He's like, you know this boy? I'm just like, yeah. What the fuck? Yes, grandpa, I know this.
Yes,
What?
I do know.
Who are you talking to, bro? I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, it's
So good.
you know, learn your jazz. Nah, just absorb every music that you can get your
absorb it.
hand on.
Just absorb it. You know?
Absorb everything. Listen to Maina. She knows what's up.
Ah! Sometimes I know what's up.
Nah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know what's up.
Sometimes.
You have any questions? Just DM her. And just be like, hey,
I charge
man,
$40
listen
an
to
hour for a counseling session.
No, she gotta put her rates up. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
guys. We're in a pandemic, so she gotta put her rates up.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, how long have we gone? Oh,
Yeah, is that
we got
it?
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
The question that I always ask. Oh, you already know, but I'm gonna just say it.
same.
With people out there who's still discovering their own mediums, their own art forms, and who's scared to share their first project or stuck in a rut or anything, is there any advice that you can give them? You know, just hang on.
Hang in there, buddy.
Hang in there.
I think that's a really hard one because I could go on forever. Do you know what I mean? I could just like that, and then you get. My advice would be definitely to just like do whatever you can to like know what you want and know who you are so much that no one can throw you off track. You know what I'm saying? That takes a lot of work. And like once you get to that point, or even while you're working to get to that point, just trust yourself. You know? No one's gonna tell you what's best for you better than you. You know? And trusting yourself also takes a lot of work. Just like you meet somebody, you know, and you've got to develop trust with them. trusting yourself and your intuition and your gut feelings and your own thoughts and your own, like, you know, perspective. Trusting you takes work, you know, but you got to start somewhere. So start saying yes to yourself, you know. And that's what I would say.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because I just keep getting different answers from everyone, and I just love all the answers that people just been saying.
Yeah.
Trust yourself.
Trust yourself.
That's amazing. Simple as that.
It's so simple.
Simple as that.
And when it comes to, you know, being stuck in a rut and stuff, there's so many things that can contribute to it. But for me, anyway, I wish somebody, when I was stuck in a rut or like creative blocks or, you know, going through that kind of stuff myself, I just wish that I figured out that actually I just need to stop thinking so much. You know, I wish I figured that out earlier.
Yeah.
Because, you know, just like life, when you're present and you're not overthinking it, you take so much in and you have so much to give. And then as soon as you start overthinking a situation, it's finito. The magic's gone. You know? Yeah. So yeah, with the rut thing, like, definitely be so present with what you're doing, how you're feeling, what this piece of work means to you, and don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Shut your brain off and let your soul do the talking. Because
do you think sometimes stepping away from it for a couple hours or even a day would also help in that sense?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. If I start overthinking something, like let's say I'm making a tune and it's just I'm jammed and something's not working, and I start overthinking about it, I just push it to the side, work on something else, and then I come back to it when I feel inspired to do that thing again.
Yeah.
You know.
Amazing.
Yeah. Just don't force anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't force anything.
Don't force anything. Don't overthink it.
Just go with the flow.
It's all good.
Don't rush.
Don't rush. don't. Yeah.
Is there any special shout out you want to do? Anyone? Your mom, your brother, your sister, your nieces, your nephews. I don't know.
Shout out to God, who's always God. Shout out to everybody who's got my back. I've got your back. Shout out to you.
Shout
Thanks
out
for
to
having
me.
me on.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Mama.
Big facts. Big facts. Shout out to all the moms out there, you know, working their asses off for us. Seriously, they're
the best.
Amazing human beings in the world.
Important.
Very
the most important, maybe. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time. Seriously, I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
That's a pleasure.
I'm going to cringe you high.